Hi and welcome back to Footia, where we take a dive into your local and international football. So in today's segment, we are going to be talking about the much anticipated African Cup of Nations that is going to take place later on in June in Egypt. So alongside me as usual is Karobia Baba and first time debutant Kevin Jagi. Welcome to the set. How are you?
I'm fine.
Salamia my guys.
Hi
Jambo.
guys.
Hello.
You're good? So we are going to be taking part in the AFCON as Kenya for the first time in 16 years. The last time being there was in 2004. And also something to know, this is going to be the first time that 24 teams are going to participate in the African tournament.
Yeah,
which is an addition to the 16 teams that used to be there previously. So Cameroon will be hoping to defend their title, which they took in 2017. And alongside them, there are also some serious groups that we are going to be looking at today. We are going to be tackling three groups today, which is Group A, Group B, and Group C. And I'm just going to read you the members of Group A, B, and C. In Group A, we have Egypt, Zimbabwe, Uganda, and DR Congo. In Group B, we have Madagascar, Burundi, Guinea, Nigeria, probably the easiest group Nigeria have been placed in. And in Group C, we have our very own Kenya, Tanzania, Algeria, and Senegal. So Karobia Baba, what do you think about Group A and its members?
In Group A, I expect Egypt to have a very easy time in that group, bearing in mind that Egypt have the services of Mohamed Salah, who is one of the best strikers in the region and in the world.
Yeah.
Finished the Premier League season with 22 goals, which was joint highest. He also won the Champions League and actually scored in the Champions League final. Egypt have an array of talent. From the back line, they have Ahmed Hegazi, who plays for West Brom Albion. They also have Mohamed El Neni, who plays at Arsenal, and then Mohamed Salah. They have Ramadan Sofi. Expect them to do well in that group.
But you seem to be saying Egypt have an easy ride in the group when they have people like Uganda in that side. Looking at Uganda, they probably have the best goalkeeper in Africa, which is Onyango, who plays for Mamelodi Sundowns. The likes of Ali Daucho, the likes of Seren Kumar in that side. Don't you think Uganda can probably challenge them a bit in that squad?
Yeah, Egypt have experience at the AFCON level. They are, I think, the most successful side in AFCON. And for Uganda, yeah,
7 times.
And also they are the hosts, so they have quite an advantage there. So I don't think Uganda will pose much of a threat to them.
And also something to note, Egypt have hosted the African Cup of Nations 5 times.
Yeah.
And out of the 5 times they've hosted, they've won 3 of those tournaments, which makes them a serious contender on home ground, because you look at 5 times and having won 3 times, that's probably a serious contender for this African Cup of Nations.
But yet again, we saw them lack options on what to do when they lost to Cameroon. Cameroon back in the final 2-1.
Yeah.
And also during the World Cup, just completed World Cup.
Yeah.
They really struggle with a half-fit Mohamed Salah. So if Salah isn't fit,
Then they don't have...
but it might end up being another case of the same way Messi and Argentina,
And
put their baskets, they depend on Salah to do
Salah.
everything.
And if Salah doesn't deliver, they will be problem.
So if Salah is not in the side, Egypt are not to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
That is what you guys are saying.
But if Salah is fit, and they'll deservedly win the group.
Yeah, but Salah is not also a player to go missing on big tournaments and big stages. You saw him in the Champions League, and obviously you saw him carry Egypt to the World Cup again. So we expect him to make a show in Egypt, and also it's on home soil. So you expect the fan base to be on their side, and you expect them to roll with the tide and just probably go ahead and win the tournament.
I think the reason why most people are ruling out Uganda in place of Congo is the fact that Uganda lost 3-0 with the qualifiers to Tanzania.
Yeah.
And so I don't know.
I expect DRC to challenge Uganda for second place, but DRC are missing Yannick Bolasie, who is currently at Stoke City. We knew him to be a very dangerous player at Crystal Palace. But they also have an array of talent in the attack. They have Cedric Bakambu, Villarreal. They have Mbokani, Hull City. They have Benny Kafobe, who is at Bournemouth. In midfield, they have Yusuf Mulumbu. Plays for Norwich.
I think Norwich.
He plays for Norwich. And Mpoku. So I believe Egypt will win the group, and in second we can have either DRC or Uganda.
I go with DRC.
Good DRC.
Yeah, also
They're fifth in Africa and around 40-something in the world.
And so you talked about Bolasie, which is a notable absentee, and probably some of the notable absentees in other squads include the likes of Itumeleng Kune, who has a shoulder injury and will not be playing for the Bafana. We have so much notable absentees. Eric Bailey is not going to feature. Naby Keita is not going to feature. Yves Bissouma is not going to feature. Keegan Dolly is not going to feature. Ashraf Hakimi from the Borussia Dortmund side is also not going to feature in the tournament.
Those are going to be very big misses.
Very notable absentees for the international side. And looking at Group B, we have Madagascar, Burundi, Guinea, and Nigeria. Probably a walk in the park for Nigeria, who are third in Africa and 42 in the FIFA ranking.
But don't forget the fact that Madagascar held, was it Senegal?
Yeah, they held a
draw at home.
Yeah.
And Burundi also drew on both legs against was it Gabon and Mali.
Yeah.
So they didn't lose to any.
Actually, Burundi tried in the qualifiers because looking at that group, they had a group with Gabon, with Mali, and Burundi. And Burundi matched as the top team, not losing even to Gabon in the qualifiers.
And this group actually has two debutants in this competition. This is the first time that Madagascar
the first time. And so it's going to be interesting. And in Group C, we have our very own Kenya. This is what Kenyans are really hoping, that probably Kenya will give up their best in this competition. Kenya pitted alongside Tanzania and alongside Algeria and Senegal. Probably the toughest group that we could ask for. But hey, we hope for miracles in the African Cup of Nations. This is going to be our first time in 16 years since being led to the AFCON by Jacob Gostin. That was back in 2004. And in Tunisia. And what are probably just some of your thoughts? Do you think we have a chance of making it to the last 16? I just want us to make it out of the group stages and go to the last 16. Then that would be it for me.
Being optimistic, like very hopeful. I think we'd probably finish third in that group. Hopefully, of course, we don't stand a chance against the likes of Sadio Mane and Koulibaly from Senegal. As for Algeria, let's go there hoping to get at least a draw in that match. Then beat Tanzania, who aren't an easy side to play against, because they really shocked Uganda during the qualifiers, and they have quite a number of good players, the likes of Bwana Samata.
So John Boko, they have their striker. John Boko is a very good striker. He has played 67 games for Tanzania and has 16 goals. So he's pretty prolific.
So when you look at Senegal, my only worry here is Senegal and Algeria. Senegal is currently the top African team in the FIFA rankings, being at number 23 and being the first in the African teams. Algeria is probably at position 70. Kenya is at position 108 and Tanzania is at 131. So I only think the maximum we only need a win and a draw. And a win, we can take a win from Tanzania. And do you think it might be difficult for us to get a draw either against Senegal or Algeria? Do you think it's that hard that we don't have a chance?
I don't think we have a chance.
You don't think we have a chance at all?
Especially against Senegal. Senegal have a very good coach in Aliou Cisse. We liked him at the World Cup. He's very outgoing. And the encouragement to their squad. And they also have Sadio Mane. Mane finished tied with Salah and Aubameyang.
They're actually the favorites to win the competition.
And you know, an interesting thing, Senegal have never won any African Cup of Nations, which is why I think this is their tournament to lose. Because looking at their squad, they have Mane in that side, who's obviously going to captain them. They have Koulibaly in that side. They have big players in every
They actually say that for a good team, for a team to be considered strong, you have to have a backbone. The defense, they have Koulibaly. Midfield, they have Idrissa Ganagay and also Kouyaté. Then up top, they have Niang, they have Mane.
They have Keita Balde, they have Konate.
So
they have a wealth of talent.
So maybe the fact that they don't have experience of getting to those stages, later stages in the competition, that's maybe what might fail them.
But don't you think that is going to act as the motivation actually?
Not really, because they might be 1-0 down in the quarterfinals and they'll be like, oh my god, here it goes again, here we go again.
So let us try and put ourselves in that dressing room where Mane is the captain. He knows he has never won any African Cup of Nations title, and he has this side to lead.
He might have a chance of winning the Ballon d'Or, maybe.
Winning the
and he's probably leading this side and he's talking to his teammates and probably telling them, probably with his pride, he's telling them, I'm probably one of the most famous, probably one of the most popular strikers in the England Premier League. But how come I've not replicated that form in my international team? So what do you think? Do you think that is actually going to be the motivation for them to actually go ahead and win this thing?
Looking at the squad, they have the golden squad as we've talked about. And we also saw Ivory Coast. In the time Ivory Coast had a golden squad and they really struggled. They had Drogba, Kalou, they had Kalou, they had Toure.
It was like the golden era for England. The likes of And they didn't win
They
anything.
didn't win anything. In fact, Drogba never won the AFCON.
When he left,
When he left,
when they won.
is when they won.
Yeah.
Yes.
So our beloved side, Kenya, probably played to Madagascar and defeated Madagascar 1-0. Madagascar 1-0, sorry.
Yeah.
After Victor Wanyama slotted in a penalty. Did you watch that game?
Yeah, so the highlights.
Yeah.
Matasi saved a penalty.
Yeah,
for us
which
in
was
the first
brilliant.
half,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
kept us in the game. And Victor Wanyama stepped up from the spot and scored. And I think my only concern with Kenya is we tend to play Victor Wanyama as an 8.
Yeah.
And Victor Wanyama plays as a 6.
But that's what happens. Even if we'll see the likes of Mikel.
Yeah, they used to
Chelsea
play
player
Mikel
that-
10 and he used to play as a 6 at Chelsea.
So we tend to over rely and praise this talent, these foreign talents when we bring them
When
back
we
to
bring
our
them
sport.
back home.
Or probably I think these people never want to play as defensive midfielder. They want to
They want to
contribute
play
more to the
forward.
team. So probably they act offended and want to go ahead and try to score goals for the team instead of just sticking to their natural position.
Because like playing Wanyama as a 10, that's going contrary to his position
Yeah.
at Spurs.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays as a 6. And also hinders somebody like Kahata, who plays in the local league.
Naturally.
Yeah, so and he's primarily a 10.
Yeah.
So Wanyama should play as a 6 so that we avoid having 2 6 on the pitch, playing Wanyama in the 8 position. So that Kahata can play in the 10 and create more chances for the team.
Yeah. So
And what about Algeria? We haven't talked about Algeria.
we've not talked about Algeria
We
with
seem
the
to
likes
be-
of
we seem to be focusing on Senegal to top the group.
we're probably talking about Senegal to top the group and being optimistic that Kenya can also make it out of the group. That is our fault.
Because looking at the Algeria score, they have quite some key players. The likes of Mahrez.
Yeah.
They have Brahimi.
Brahimi, that's
Yeah.
what you know. They have Islam
have Feghouli
Slimani,
and
Feghouli,
Slimani.
yeah, you
Yeah.
know,
Also have my beloved Youssef Attal who plays at right back for him.
yeah. You know, it's difficult talking about this because we are one side we are patriotic and one side we want to be as
Yeah, we
objective
have
as we
to
can.
see the
So it's
reality,
really a
right?
tough call. I really don't know. What do you think? End of the group stages, AFCON 2019. Number 1, 2 for you in Group C.
Senegal will definitely win the group. And Algeria or Kenya in second place. We are hoping for Kenya. But the good thing about this year's AFCON with the added teams is that now we'll have 4
Best losers, yeah. Best
Yes,
losers.
yeah, so Kenya can focus on winning against Tanzania and winning handsomely against Tanzania, getting a result against Algeria,
Not losing to Algeria.
yeah, not losing to Algeria.
But we seem to be so decided that Kenya is going to beat Tanzania. Do you think it's going to be that a walk in the park beating our neighbors Tanzania because they play such beautiful football?
And they have a good coach in Emmanuel Amunike, who
Yeah.
was a former Nigeria striker.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not going to be a walk in the park, but I believe Kenya has good talent. We have Ayub Timbe, we have Michael Olunga,
Yeah.
Victor Wanyama, there is Eric Yohana. Kenya on their good day
Yeah.
will surprise, can even surprise Algeria and probably get a result against Senegal.
I think probably all our days in Egypt need to be good then for us to make it to the last 16.
Definitely.
You're number 1 and 2.
I'll just be realistic as per what we've seen. I'll go with Senegal and Algeria. Kenya, that place, then will qualify as the best loser.
Yeah, you know what's interesting? I think we only need a win.
We only
Guys,
need-
we only
yes, that's a win again.
Because
Yeah,
there are
we need
4 slots to be taken by best losers, and a win that means 3 points. Probably number 1 is going to finish with probably
4.
If at
Most
most
4.
At most 6, let's just say at most 6. So and then the next person probably could have 4, and then
5.
3. If you probably get 3 points, I think you're probably going somewhere in the best losers here. So we only hope to see Kenya in the last 16 of the African Cup of Nations, which are going to take place later on in June in 2019 in Egypt. And so that has been it for our African Cup of Nations edition, this segment. In the next segment, we're going to be looking at Group C, Group D, we're going to be looking at Group D, Group E, and Group F. Be sure to join us, and that has been it from us at Footy Hour. Till next time, see you. Peace out.